Welcome to Computer Science and Information Technology. My name is Mr. Shaw and I'm one of the teachers in the department. So I'm going to start by introducing the difference between the two subjects. We're very fortunate to be able to offer both subjects here, but there is a difference between the two. So for example, information technology is about using the computer as a tool and using existing programs and applications that you might find on a typical computer and using those to actually solve a problem. It's also about how computers and information technology affect us in society, as individuals and in organisations. Whereas computer science is much more about actually creating the programs to solve a problem. It's about learning how computers actually work, how they've been developed, and the theory of how they were developed, and the theory of computation. So it's much more about actually programming and creating algorithms to solve a problem. Why would you choose computer science or information technology? I'm sure we're all very aware that technology plays a huge part in everyone's life these days, and computer science is used to help us to solve some of the world's biggest problems. The growth in IT professionals and computer science is phenomenal, and over the past 20 years you can see how much it's grown, especially in the last 10 years or so. And the really interesting fact is that the computer games industry is bigger in terms of revenue than the film industry and the music industries combined. Skills in computer science and IT can open up many possibilities for our students, not just those who are interested in a career in computing or in IT. There's almost no job sector these days which doesn't make use of some computer skills or IT skills. So looking at the actual courses that we offer, both of them are 2-year courses. The computer science course is run by AQA, and this is the structure of the course. There are 2 papers. Paper 1 is about algorithms and computing. It's examined through a 2.5-hour exam. Within that exam, the students answer some short questions on computation and algorithms. They also look at a given piece of code and they write and adapt that code to solve a particular problem. So this part of the paper is actually done on the computer. There's also a paper 2, and the paper 2 is more of a traditional written exam. Again, it's another 2.5 hours, and that is where we cover the theory of computing and computation. Both of these papers are worth 40% each. And then the final 20% is made up of a computer programming, practical programming experience. And this tests the students' ability to use the knowledge and the skills that they've learned through the other 2 units in order to solve a particular computing problem. And that is worth the final 20%. The BTEC is a modular course. It's equivalent to an A-level. It's a level 3 BTEC course. And that's made up of 4 different units. In Year 12 we cover Unit 2, and this is about creating and managing information. It's basically a database unit. The exam is in 2 parts, and the students will sit a 3-hour part one day and another 2 hours the next day. This is worth 25% of the overall grade. Unit 3 is what we might call coursework. It's a practical assignment, and this is based on the theme of using social media in business. It's worth 25% of the overall marks, and here students research the use of social media in business as the first part of their assignment, and then the second part is they actually develop a plan for a business to use social media for their specific marketing and advertising purposes. So in Year 13 we have another 2 units. Unit 1 is about information technology systems, and this is where we learn about the theory behind different IT systems, how IT and computers affect us in everyday life, as individuals, as organisations and in society in general. This is examined in a 2.5-hour exam. A traditional written paper. The final module, the second one in Year 13, is another coursework module, and this is about website development. Again, it's looking at the It's researching websites and producing a report on different kinds of website development and the theory of creating websites. And then the second part of the assignment is to develop a website for a specific scenario, and the students actually go on to make a fully functioning website as part of that coursework. So we hope that you have found this informative and interesting. The two courses are complementary. They are quite different, but we do get some students who choose to do both. So we look forward to welcoming you here to sixth form at Farlingay and welcoming you into the computer and IT faculty.